Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, witnesses, everyone else who's here, my learned colleagues, welcome to This is the Court. Yes, you laugh! Hello! Oh yes! Welcome aboard! Welcome aboard to this fantastic trial. We're here today to sort out the trial of the MMU. Give me a woo! That's right, that's right. So I'm not familiar with you lot. Apparently you're all part of the same company, is that right? You're part of the MMU. Can I ask someone here, what does MMU stand for? Sir, what does it stand for?
Multimedia something.
Multimedia something. That's not actually what I heard downstairs. Apparently it's multi-maternity unit. Is this correct? Apparently it's where very bad lawyers go to end their careers and have babies. That's what I was told. So that's nice. I mean, obviously I'm your judge tonight, by the way. My name's Frank Cassidy, judge, jury, and possibly executioner. One thing you should know about me is I am the law. Yes! I'm here to serve and mete out justice to these three accused people over here. But before we get into that, I just want to walk around and find out what's going on here. These people up front are great because they've sat here and they've expected to be part of the trial. I'm looking at the back of the room and I can see some slackers back here, quite frankly. So people who just think they're going to sit here and, you know, that's it. They're going to sit here and just enjoy the show without getting involved. Hello, sir. That's a very fine beard you've got there. What's your name?
Hello, Frank. It's Bob. You know me.
Oh, my word. Here is Mr. Bob Slayer, everyone. Round of applause to Bob Slayer. Hello, Bob. I wasn't expecting to see you here tonight. I'll leave you alone. I'll chat in a bit, yeah? I want to chat to real people first, in the break, yeah? So who else is here? Who else? Hello, sir. You've got a lovely shaved head there. What's your name?
Tom.
Tom. Do you shave that head or is it natural? Shave it, yeah, right. That's how it works. So is this your best friend here? No, are you? By the way, are you all sitting in departments? Or are you actually sitting in your departments? Is that how it works out? What's your department there, Tom? He's a freelancer. Okay, we'll probably move away from you. Then, what about you, sir? What department are you in?
I'm with the producers.
And who else? Give me a shout out if you're a producer. Yay! Now you seem to be everywhere. You're pepping all over the room. That's nice. You're a brave bunch. That's all I can say. You're a brave bunch. Okay, well, we're going to start the legal proceedings in a very strict way. Obviously, most courts require people to swear in, and obviously we live in a multicultural country, but we want to appeal to a higher authority than God. So can I ask you all, please, to raise your glasses? That's right, and repeat after me. I swear to drink this drink in the essence of truth and justice and all that crap. Hooray, have a drink! You're all legally sworn in now. You're expected to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Right? Yes? Fantastic. Okay, well, there needs to be one thing to do right now. I'd like to announce what the accusations are. Give me a woo. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to announce each accusation in turn, each one slightly more severe than the other one. So I expect you all to woo, and then woo slightly louder, and then go hysterical at the end. So are you ready? Yes. I don't believe you. Are you ready? Yes? Thank you. Okay, the first charge is being blunt. The second charge of the accused here today is being a geek. And the most heinous of all crimes at all, leading a cult. Oh, justice will be served tonight, I think you'll find tonight. Okay, well, now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to introduce you to your accused. Can I please have Mr. Aaron Strombali stand up, please? Round of applause to Aaron Strombali. Aaron's short a drink, by the way. I should point out we're a fair court, we're a just and fair court. So these three can't move tonight. So if they do that with their glasses, will someone bring them a drink, please? If it's empty, you know what I mean? It's only fair's fair, right? So, Aaron, you've been accused of being blunt tonight. Do you have anything to say that might litigate you or make you feel like you're more innocent? Fuck off. Fuck off. I think it speaks for itself. You can sit down. Thank you, Aaron. Next, we have, could Sarah Mines please stand up? There's a bit of debate about your surname. Sarah, how do you pronounce your surname?
Mian.
Mian. Sarah Mian's here. Sarah, you've been accused of being a geek. Do you have anything to say in your defence?
Yeah. Street, not geek.
Street, not geek. Catchy, catchy. Could work. Sit down, please, Sarah. Round of applause for Sarah there. And lastly, but no means least, we have Len. Please stand up, Len. Len, you've been accused of the most heinous of crimes, leading a cult. Anything you want to say in your defence?
I hope you'll all look at the evidence in context.
Sound legal advice there. Sound legal advice. Thank you. Round of applause for Len there. Round of applause for Len. That's fantastic. Not a golf clap. Round of applause for Len, please. Thank you. Okay, obviously I'm looking around. There's quite a lot of legal intellectuals here tonight. There's so many legal people here. In fact, I've actually asked the pub to seal the windows up just in case an ambulance goes by and you all jump out chasing it. Just to make sure we're okay. So, I've never been in a room with so many lawyers. This is like one of those jokes where, obviously, what would happen if a bomb dropped on here, the world would just get a much better place. Something along those lines, but I'm not going to go into that. Okay, I think what we're going to do right now is we're going to meet the barristers. Round of applause for the barristers, everyone. First barrister, would you please stand up? Jan-Marie, please, QC. Jan-Marie here is going to be prosecuting tonight. Anything you want to say, Jan?
Okay, first of all, I'd like to greet you in my native Māori, kia ora tātou katoa. Welcome here to the realms of justice. I am from New Zealand. Of course, you all know New Zealand because you British colonised it, bringing with you your Christianity and your syphilis. Thank you very much for that. I obviously am highly qualified. As you can tell by the buckle, I killed the sheriff, I stole his badge and fashioned it into a buckle, and I stole his boots as well. I got on the job training. I defended myself in a court of law against killing a sheriff, and I got away scot-free. I like to think of myself as the thinking man's Nigella Lawson. I'm the sex symbol for men who just don't care anymore. I like lip gloss, long walks on the beach, and I also particularly enjoy LA law, which is where I learned all of my tricks. This evening, I'm hoping to burn the shit out of these people and send them all to the big house. That's about it.
Jan, please.
Thank you.
Jan-Marie QC, round of applause for Jan. Now, obviously, in this court, people are guilty until proven innocent. So we have a very tough task and a very strong man to introduce to you right now. Can I please welcome Henry Von Stiffel, everyone? Stand up, please, Henry. Now, Henry, you are a real working barrister. How does it feel to be in a room full of so many ne'er-do-wells and failures?
I need a toilet.
Spoken like a true barrister.
Where is it?
It's on the next level down.
Right, I'll just hold it in, shall I?
If you can, that would be nice for everyone around this courtroom.
It's the first time for everything, isn't there? Yes. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I am Henry Von Stiefel, and not only am I a lawyer, a crack lawyer, I'm also a philanthropist, author, historian, and so I try to defend you, young men.
Silence.
Be quiet.
I want to represent myself.
Order in court! Order in court! Could the defendants please shut the fuck up?
I don't need to be here, you know. I could be at home doing something constructive, like sniffing glue or something like that, you know. Don't need to be here. Right, so, but I just want to put your minds at ease, that you're in safe hands with me, as I've read The Client by John Grisham twice, and I'm halfway through the Pelican Brief.
Why did you need to read it twice?
Because it's complicated, isn't it? It's complicated. No, you're in safe hands. These hands are safe. They're slightly smelly, whiff of fish, but generally they're quite safe. I finished now.
Thank you. Henry Von Stiefel, everyone. You're defending QDC. I should point out, obviously this is a charity event, so a lot of the money for the tickets is going to charity, but there is apparently a £1,000 prize! Woo! Apparently this was announced by Dave on Yammer, which apparently is like Twitter if you want it to be less successful and not really meet people and talk to people, which apparently you all use. Is that right? You all use Yammer? That's the last one you write my material, Dave. Thank you very much. Okay, right. Moving on, I think we've seen everyone in the courtroom. I think we've got one thing left to do. We have to commence with the trial. Are you ready for the trial, ladies and gentlemen? Yes? Okay, well, I'm going to call the first accused to stand. I would like to please get Aaron Stromboli to come to the stand, please. Aaron, would you come to the dock? Thank you very much. Aaron, where are you from, my friend? Oh, you can sit down, it's okay. This all works theatrically if you do as well, because it's actually a pub we're in, so you know, it works well for us there. Aaron, where do you come from, my friend? London. London. And can I ask you, you've been accused of being blunt, is that right? Yes. You've been accused of being blunt. Now, obviously, we checked in the This Is Your Laugh dictionary, and what it came up with for us here is that apparently blunt is having a dull edge and not sharp, or abrupt and often causing disconcerting frank in speech, Or lastly, it's a hollowed out cigar filled with marijuana that you use in public. Now, which one actually are you there? I think it's 2.
Yeah, let's say 2, but actually it's just being honest and funny as fuck.
So you've been accused of this. Why do I'm not going to ask you to defend yourself right now, but why do you think you've been accused of this?
I'm not entirely sure why, because people don't like the truth.
Bitchiness in the office, yeah? Bitchiness in the office. Well, we'll see. Shall we get the?
I'm gay, they assume that I'm
We're 5 minutes in and you're playing the gay card. Fantastic. That won't wash in this court, my friends. Could I?
They're just vegan on shit, that's all.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Okay, are you ready for justice? Yeah, can we please welcome to the stage our resident QC, it's Jan Marie, everyone. She's going to come up here right now. Jan Marie, take the stage. Give good justice, Jan.
Thanks everybody. Enough of the clapping, really. We don't want your palms to be bloody shreds by the end of the night. Hi there, Aaron. Look at you. You're guilty of sin. If it's fashion crimes we're prosecuting you against, there's a place for baby cat brown pants, and that's nowhere. And the time for them is never. Never mind, it's good as casual Friday. Do you dress like this all the time at work?
Absolutely, that's why I took the job.
That's why you took the job, so you can just basically slob out and wear your khaki pants and just bring it.
Well, I can't bring it like you're bringing it with all jewellery.
Oh well, you could have got yourself some jewellery. As I learned from my mother, anything to take the attention away from my face. Think you'll find, Aaron. Something you could learn from there.
Twin brother for that.
You got a twin? I heard about that. What's he doing this evening?
Having fun somewhere?
Yeah, drinking, pretending he's not related to you, I'm sure. Now, Daryl, Aaron, obviously this evening you are being accused of being blunt. Would you say that you're a very chatty man?
Not in an Alan Carr sense.
Even though you look a little bit like him.
I set you up for that, well done.
I'm very smart. Even though I'm from New Zealand, I was stoned since I was a fetus. I am quite intuitive. Now, obviously, there are certain star signs that are quite blunt. What is your star sign there, Aaron?
Aquarius.
Oh, you're an Aquarius. Isn't that funny? You're gay and it just keeps me just ass, Aquarius, boom, boom. Rightio, we'll get some funding for this next year from the Gay Olympics. Awesome. Because you have your own, that's nice. Right, I've got some notes here about you. Obviously, I want to make sure that we're dealing with the Aaron Stromboli from the MMU. You would say that you are, what is the job that you fulfill at the MMU?
Production manager.
And you're a certified master of a certain type of thing that you guys do that I don't, called wall chart, would that be right?
Yeah, a scheduling application called wall chart, that's correct.
It's a scheduling application. So can you just get like, what sort of schedule? Television, radio, what sort of schedule are we talking about here?
Media production.
Media production, so in other words, you make sure everyone's on time.
I just move the coloured blocks around to fuck people's lives up.
Excellent. And by the sounds of it, you do a bang up job. Honestly, if they could have employed a bigger bitch, I don't think they would have found one. Brilliant. Now, obviously, Fran and Les did a pretty reasonable job of raising you. They are indeed your parents?
Fran and Les, yes.
Oh, Fran.
She's not Fran, she's not posh, she's from Hackney, it's Fran.
She's from Italy, so it's Fran. Alright, well, right. It does sound a little bit wanky though, because she's not in Italy now, she's in England, so it's just Fran.
No, not Fran, Fran.
Fran.
He's very blunt, isn't he?
He is a little bit blunt. Certainly not the sharpest tool in the shed. Call her Mrs. Stromboli. What do you call her, Mum? Or do you call her Mom?
I call her Mother.
Oh, Mother. Oh, very rapey. With the UTH. You're evil, you Aquarius. Right, Aaron Stromboli, you're not the kind of person who minces words, even though you are gay. Could you tell us, what is the way you were always known to start a sentence or a suggestion? What is the term that you use?
I don't listen to myself when I'm speaking.
Can I direct the witness to be less hostile and answer the question, please?
I am the prosecution.
Order! Answer the question, please.
Objection!
Overruled.
Overacting. I don't know. I'm underacting. I'm not even really. Okay. Would it be true that you have been known to use the word cocksucker?
Well, that's not usually how I start a sentence. That's usually how I end a telephone conversation.
Are you still on the phone at the time, or is this after you've hung up?
Somewhere in between.
Right.
Cocksucker.
Cocksucker. As a percentage, how many people that you deal with on the telephone, would you say, have heard the beginning of the cockpit before you put the phone down?
For comedy value purely, I'll say 80%.
80%.
But for my manager, that's not actually 10%.
Yeah, it's more like 0.0.
Order in court.
Oh my god, is that your manager? The dude with the hair that looks like Billy Ray Cyrus had an evil baby. He's your manager. I bet you need a manager. You look like you barely cope with life. There's a reason you left law. It's because you really had to get a haircut. And clearly you're the sort of man that goes home and goes, check me out, I'm all that in a bag of chips. All right. Oh, sorry, crisps. We're in the UK. You don't call them chips. You call them crisps. It's like you call them sweets, not lollies. Which is really weird. We call them ice blocks. Anyway, it's not about the cultural differences. Even though, would you like to explain to me why it is that even though you colonised us, I have to leave the country in order to return and work legally here?
I have no fucking clue, love.
See, that's why you're guilty, because you're blunt with it. You see, you could have found a nice way of saying it, like we found that it's...
But in fairness, I could have said, do I give a shit?
Which is also fairly blunt. But more blunt. The thing is, the fact that you can go, oh, that was blunt, but I can make it more blunt. How blunt can you make it, Aaron? Let's make it as... Give us your most blunt. Come on, shut out the bluntest thing you can.
Okay. I'm not as blunt as Erica.
Order in court.
We're not discussing Erica right now. Let's face it, your fashion crimes are fairly hideous, but someone got her rave beads tangled up on the way to work today. People must have been avoiding you on the tube. Like someone had some acid in 1989 and they're still wasted. Awesome. Well, because I would say you're from Essex, but you're not, because you aren't orange enough. I've only been in the country 2 months, but I heard, just between you and me, that if you look out an Essex girl, that's considered one of your 5 a day. Because they're so orange. I know, that's just what I heard in the end, but if you can't handle the fire, get out of the kitchen. Okay, what do we got? Right, now also you might be wondering where I've garnered a lot of my information from this evening. Are you aware that when you were outside smoking, and I'm a smoker as well, smoking is very cool and we are a dying breed. Don't ever be bullied to give up, okay? Smoking is, it just kills you and you do taste a little bit like an ashtray. And you have to stand out on the street like a common prostitute, which for me isn't far from the truth. But, you know, the thing is, did you realise while you were outside smoking along with David Hearn and John Harmon and Melissa and Erica and Kerry, people can hear you quite... Carrie, sorry, not Kerry Takanawa, although she does. She lives in a castle. Shut up, Lynn. All right. Do you realise that if you pick up any of the intercoms on the floors of your building, you can actually hear what you're saying?
Yes, that's why I smoke there.
Okay, that's why you smoke there instead of going somewhere a little bit less. Right. So today, on average, what would you say today's bluntest comment while out smoking was?
Again, I don't listen to myself when I speak.
Cocksucker.
Yeah.
That's not very blunt though, because let's face it, it's just telling the truth.
Hey, but that's what bluntness is. You call it blunt, I call it honest.
Well, honesty is always the best policy. Can I ask you a question? How come you're not practicing law?
Because I think lawyers are wankers.
I just think I could say, well, look, there's a dude giving you the fingers. How intense! Not even just 1, 2 of them. He's really committed. Yeah. Next time I want you to just give him a fist. All right. I know that's something you can relate to. The thing is that we could go on and on establishing your bluntness, but at the end of the day, I know. Let's move on. One more thing, just to prove how blunt you are. What's one word you would use to describe, say, Victoria Beckham?
Cunt.
What's one word you would use to describe the Queen?
Cunt.
I rest, ladies and gentlemen. Fucking it's no, you don't move. It's time for old Defendy Pants there. He's wearing a little his and hers matching. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Well done, my brother. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you. No clapping. No clap. I don't blame you. I'm frightened of what you say about me.
Can I please ask to come to the stand? Can we have Henry von Stoffel, everyone? Here he comes. Wake up, Henry. You're on.
Safe hands. Right then. Pardon? Oh, well, I need the toilet in a bit, so I'll just leave that for now. Saves time, doesn't it? Right then, I'm on your side. Let's remember that as we go along. Right, hello there. Right, so, what am I doing? Hello? Yes, is it me? Yes. Right then. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, There's nothing wrong with being blunt, is there? Nothing, is there? I've been called blunt many times. I think it's a good trait. As you said, honesty is the best policy, isn't it? That's what you said. Can you say it again? That'll do. That was honest, very honest of you. It was very honest of you. Yes, and I appreciated it. I almost got a whiff of it as well, to be honest. Now these charges are trumped up, I have to say, because, you know, yeah, innit? Yes. Now then, where's Tom Sykes? Hello? Yes, you can sit down, thank you, I'm just checking where you are. I understand you're leaving the company, are you? I am. Yeah, so not really a credible witness then, really, is he? He doesn't really know...
Deloitte, for fuck's sake.
What?
He's going to Deloitte, for fuck's sake.
He's going to have an Angel Delight. Good career move, yes. Right then, now, is Erica Ryan, who's that? Is that you there, is it? Now, I've had it on good authority that you're not really good, what's the word? Witness, that's the one. You're not a good witness, are you? You're known as a flake. Oh, aren't you?
In what way?
I just want to...
Order!
I just want to say that's not the chocolate bar, my lord. That's something else. And
Sustained.
Thank you. Sorry, and you're not actually working in production anymore, are you? No, not credible.
I'd like to object there because actually I've got a flowchart. And it's actually laminated as well. So I'm just gonna bring my laminated. I've got to actually cross-examine you, even though I didn't examine you, because I got a little bit carried away with cunt face there and just completely forgot about you. I figured you said it about 900 times, and you said it about the Queen. And so, hello, love. You're so late.
Objection.
Go back through. Now,
It's fabulous.
I do have a
Overruled.
flowchart here.
Thank
This
you.
is explaining how Erica's basically greased her way up the pole. She used to be over here somewhere, and then she moved to here where you are, Aaron, and then she moved over to here to the blue blob, and now Erica, you're actually in the middle there, and you're on your way to the next job, which is John, who's also a smoker, and I'm pretty sure that's why you smoke, is just to fucking make friends with him for the next job. Yeah, kill him off so that you're ready to step into the next blob in the pole of chart. So in other words, she's quite credible indeed, and this laminated scenario, you could do lines off this, and you could, but we're not going to. You probably would. Yeah, so she's quite credible, so read it, bitch, yeah.
Yes, that's very credible, very...
I'll table it as well.
Easy to understand. Very easy to understand.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's quite right.
I don't know, I didn't involve.
And we're back in the room.
Oh, that was you. Sorry. Right then. So, members of the jury. Will you blow me a kiss there?
No. Just
Yeah.
smacking my lips.
Yes, blunt. See, honest. Rest my case. I appeal to your sense of fairness. My client does have problems. I think we'll all admit that.
You've got problems.
I've got problems. We've all got problems, but we're not here to do that. Please.
Silence. Let the defence speak.
I'm trying to defend the man. Pardon? I didn't understand a bloody word. Are you English? I understood that. And that. That's 2 words on the trot. I'm doing well. Right then. Now, we all have problems. We all have things that, we could do better at. And no doubt my client here does have some personal issues. Bad hygiene, an addiction to horse tranquilizers.
Oh, that was bad.
Yes, he'll admit those. But we're not here for that. We're here to find out if he's blunt. Now, I would like to bring forward the witness. This is going to be good. This is going to help you out, this one. I'd like to call Kerry Trounce. Where's Kerry Trounce? Let's come forward,
Will the
please.
defendant please sit down? The defendant take his seat again.
What,
Will the
pardon?
defendant please take his seat, please?
Oh, that's you. I was going to sit down there.
Kerry, would you mind taking the stand?
Hello. How are you, Kerry? You all right? Good. You like,
Tell him, Mama.
do you like eating? Yeah. Yeah, I like eating. Yeah. Do you like weather?
Love it.
Love it, right. It's going well, isn't it? Sorry, right, what am I doing? Yes. Now, in your opinion, is it a crime to be blunt?
Definitely not.
Definitely not, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. It's going well, it's going well. Would you say that Aaron gets the job done?
100%.
100%, and sometimes... Pardon?
I said almost no pulls.
No balls? Sorry. Got terrible earwax problems. So you would say his approach is needed in the office. The blunt approach is what is needed to get things done.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, ladies. Thank you. You may sit down. I have finished the defence. I think we're going to get off.
Defence rest?
Yes.
Defence rest, everyone. We've heard the first accused. It's up to you to think about what you've seen and heard here right now.
I'm just gonna. Sorry, I know it's not the rules, Frank.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call some surprise witnesses.
There's a surprise witness! Everyone, give me a woo!
Witnesses! Woo! Because I forgot about them before. Just the prosecution's just gonna have another blast on the microphone. I actually need to call Erica to the stand again. Erica again.
Erica, please come back to the stand.
Man, it's like the Price is Right. Yes.
To be cross-examined, I believe the correct phrase is.
Even Erica, this is Erica, everybody. She's got a nice green striped top on this evening. She's blushing a little bit. She's got a, oh, you've got the face on, this one. Little bit of a smack bum face. Yeah, a little bit. I just want you to, like, basically I forgot to ask before for you to come up and just tell us a little bit like what happened at your birthday, right? It's very special. Everyone has a birthday, but you... Well, no, I'm asking you because you're on the chart. I've got to ask
Would the
you.
witness please answer the question?
So I'm just going to give you a little half cuddle while you tell everybody what went down.
Sexy.
Just came from nowhere. Well, this would be a half guess because most of the time I was probably...
Flaky witness.
Yeah. Aaron took offence to a lot of people at my birthday, but that's about as many details as I can give because I was in a world of my own.
Right, you're in a... Okay, so he basically... What you're saying is he spiked your drink and then ruined your birthday.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, so I'm not putting words in your mouth here. I'm just feeling that off the half cuddle.
Oh shit, yeah, no, he was fine. He was fine.
He had a great birthday because I took offence to people.
He was so chatty, Alan. Shh. Seriously, he just took offence and you don't remember any of what happened?
Flaky. Flaky. Only the crumb.
These people,
Yeah, he was fine.
You are so nervous right now.
There was a man who he didn't like, but he thought that he was
He thought that he was what?
like hassling some girls that we were with, so it was kind of justified.
Okay, good. But in a blunt way, he was blunt with it?
In a very blunt way.
Obviously he was defending you because it was your birthday, but he was doing it really bluntly. That's what we're trying to establish here, is the blunt nature of the bluntness.
That's true, he didn't hit anyone.
He didn't hit anyone. Well, good, but okay. Well, phew. Well, lucky old party times. Otherwise it might have been police involved. It was a good party. So you can verify that you enjoyed it last year. Excellent. Were you on the Reed training at Moorgate?
I wasn't there, no.
You weren't there.
Order.
It actually says that you weren't you on the Reed training at Moorgate for the Reed training incident. Oh, I'm sorry, Paul Whitcomb. Paul Whitcomb was at the Reed training. Reed training at Moorgate. Where is he right now? Is he? Is he just having a nervous poo? It's just he knew what was coming. Yeah, right now. Okay, well I can't call on him if he's not here, but I'm assuming he's going to tell us lots about how you gave the trainer abuse. You're not supposed to go on a training thing to learn and then.
I gave him a reality check and we were paying for that training.
You gave him a reality check because you were paying for the training. But basically, you were just being a little bit nasty about it, weren't you?
Objection.
Overruled.
Thank you.
You're a little bit Beyonce on it, aren't you? Girlfriend. So we don't. So Paul's not here to actually defend. Okay, well then I'm going to Tom. It's your turn in the limelight, brother. I know you're going to Deloitte's. Oh, here he is. Oh, you were in there brushing your hair, weren't you? Here he comes. Here's Pocahontas.
Huge shit in the toilet.
Someone did a huge poo in the toilet. That's you. We already established that. Have a sit down. Look at you in your Brokeback Mountain shirt. All right.
Can the court just check you wiped yourself correctly? You go over the toilet.
I don't want to check that. There don't seem to be any stains on your corduroys. High fashion here this evening in the pub. Okay, so can you tell us about what happened at Reed training at Moorgate, please? In like 19 words or more.
Are you still going to pay me? Are you still going to pay me?
If he won't pay you, I'll cut your hair for you for free.
You lost, Aaron. Yeah, he swore. He did.
What swear words did he use? Can you tell us what they are?
He said, fuck off.
To the trainer.
Yeah, to the trainer.
Can you just do a quick impression to the jury of what the instructor, like once the fuck off, and then the trainer went.
Okay. And Chantel Ida went, okay. But I looked on and I was quite happy and thought it was quite funny.
Awkward and a bit aroused, but mostly funny.
It was because I'm always his bitch.
Well, you're a bit useless in terms of proving that this guy's blunt if you're actually kind of got a little bit of a man crush on him.
Oh, I've got a huge man crush on him. Jesus Christ!
So why weren't you at the Special Olympics with a blow dart trying to end Daryl's life? Speaking of which, where is he this evening? Have you dealt with him?
Is Daryl here? Where's Daryl?
No, Daryl's going somewhere. He's somewhere fun with the twin brother.
Ah, is your twin brother gay as well? He is. Oh, I need to meet him.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it's all of a sudden become perfect match. It's really nice.
His blind date.
Yes.
No, anyway, Aaron was very rude, but it was cringeworthy, but it was bordering on entertainment.
Bordering on entertaining, but most definitely, would you say, in your opinion, blunt?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I forget about my accent. Sorry about that. Yeah, no. Oh, that's great. Hey, and if law doesn't work out for you, you could always probably get a job as one of those street performers in Leicester Square or something like that. I don't know. Where they perform? That'd be great.
That's what I'm going to now.
That's what you're going to do. You're going to do some tricks with boxers. All right. Even though you've probably not done a trick in a box for many years, I suspect. Well, no, because we're clearly dealing with.
Who said no?
Oh, that guy there. Oh, he's
Do you
just
understand what she just said?
he understands. Tom understands everything.
Okay.
Okay. So, what did I say? I can't say it again because there was a fence in the room. I just said you haven't done a trick in a box for a while. Yeah, you got it now? All right.
I got it.
Oh, I was being a bit blunt as well. Oh, guilty as charged. All right. I tell you what, we have to make some room for Tom Sykes, like Bill Sykes' cousin. Hey, thanks very much, everybody. Paul,
Could Tom Sykes
cheers,
please
Paul.
come to the dock, please? Tom Sykes, please come to the dock.
We're going to keep this really short and... you're making blowjob signs. Paul, you never get off stage, do you? You're just a little performer. Little truth. Look at you. Look at you in your little jersey. Aren't you warm? Oh my God, how old are you?
23.
Oh my God, and you've got the voice of a 56-year-old
Order in
man.
court.
I've got the voice of Radio 4, is what I've got.
Can you say for me, nice breasts?
Nice breasts.
See, he does have a radio voice. It's coming up 5 to 9 and...
Nice breasts.
Brilliant. You wouldn't be offended if you heard that on Radio 4. Brilliant. So in your best Radio 4 voice, can you tell me, when you were told too bluntly to check wall chart, the calendar schedule, can you recall the events of that day for the jury?
I can if I can hold the microphone there. I feel much more at home like this. But I feel none of the other stories tonight have really captivated just how blunt Aaron is. Mine, by far, is the most harrowing of all. It was my second day. I remember it well. The sun was shining. I was glad to be at the College of Law. It's a wonderful place.
I've got to catch a train at 10:30.
Then you can sleep on my floor. I got up to the second floor, which now is full of elite people. But I got up there, and I said, there's a briefing meeting. And of course I was lost. It was my second day. I didn't know where I was. I had no friends. I turned to Aaron, who was trying to hide behind his computer. And he said, do you not check wall chart? And said, of course I do. Just looking for some answers from him. Looking for some love from the man that seems so charming and so nice and so jolly and yet so
Tom,
cold.
is there an abridged version of this story?
As you'll soon discover with me, Your Honour, there is no such thing as an abridged version.
I'll allow this for the time being, but do speed it up.
But I was cut up, I had no idea what to do, so I looked stone-faced at him and turned around and walked away without an answer. And I thought, he hates me.
He fucking learned, though.
And he still hates me. He came.
No, I love you. Because you've now...
He still won't wear the socks I bought him. He won't wear the socks.
Well, has he told you why?
They're too big for him.
They're pretty more than their size. They're like fucking stockings on
Right. So, well, thanks. I feel your pain. Like, second day on the job could have been a bit nicer, but obviously, a bit of a blunt prick at the end of the day. And I think all of the witnesses we've had come up since I've figured out how to do my job properly have made a very good point of that. You're obviously leaving. If there's one thing you could say to Aaron this evening by way of advice, by way of sort of now you're going to go down for your crime, how can he pick himself back up? What would perhaps you say? What would your advice be to Aaron this evening?
Anger management. I mean, it's just so painful. I don't
Maybe
know
just a
what to
couple
do
of words.
around you. We're all lost in your eyes, Aaron. Be nicer. Explain yourself. Get drunk more and tell me that you're sorry, as you did in the pub.
Oh, there we go. So that, I think, is the best advice we can give you this evening, Aaron, is get more drunk, say sorry more often.
Get more drunk, I'll take that on board.
You'll take that on board, and just wear the socks, even if it's around the house. Do wear the socks.
This
there we go.
This
Thanks
isn't
very
over,
much,
everyone.
Tom. All right, I'm resting now. I'm exhausted.
The defence and the prosecution rest, everyone. Thank you. Can we have a round of applause for all our witnesses as well who came up here? Fantastic. I think we've all heard a lot of things said here tonight about Aaron, and we're going to come back to him for sentencing later. Are you now ready for your next accused? I don't believe you. You ready for your next accused? Could I please, and could the court ask Sarah to come to the stand, please? Could Sarah Meehan come to the stand, please? Hello, Sarah. Where are you from, my darling? Sorry, say that again.
London.
She's from London. Sorry, 1 second. Could I have silence in court, please? Thank you. Sarah's from London. Sarah, you've been accused of being a geek. How do you feel about that accusation?
Guilty as charged.
Really? You're not innocent till proven guilty, no?
You're not guilty.
Not guilty. You're not guilty.
You're not guilty. You're not guilty.
I'm not guilty.
That's right, you're not guilty. We're here to defend yourself. Obviously, you were going for a quick trial there in true chaff style, trying to get out of court as quickly as you can. But what I should say to everyone is what the definition of a geek is, so we all know what we're talking about. Essentially, the term geek originated from a carnival performers whose acts consisted of heads being bitten off chickens and eating glass. More formally, it's used for people who are into computers and technology. Is it the former or the latter you think you're being accused for? It's the latter, I think, ladies and gentlemen. So, okay, fine. So, Sarah, one other thing to say. I believe it was your birthday recently. Is that correct? How old are you now?
33.
Can I, just before we carry on, can I just get a little happy birthday for Sarah? Are you all ready for this? Because she didn't get it on her birthday, apparently. Are you all ready for this?
Yeah, let's go.
Tuning fork. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Sing!
Happy birthday, dear Sarah the accused. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Sarah, everyone, fantastic, it's her birthday. Okay, but fun and frolics to one side, we're here to find justice, ladies and gentlemen. So can I please ask our resident QC, Jan-Marie, to come to the stand. Jan-Marie, please come
I
up.
only just rested. Stop clapping, don't clap. Okay. Hi, Sarah.
Here
Would you
comes
feel more comfortable if I was perhaps Skyping you?
Yes.
Right, bit of a geek. Bit of a geek. Can't handle me in real life. Here I am, Sarah. Deal with it. Real human contact. Look, I'm going to touch you now. I'm touching you. How does that feel? Yeah, geeks don't like being touched. They're kind of like sea anemones that don't like being touched. Look there, she's freaking out. Can't hide behind that Chevy tracksuit of yours. Look at you there. All right, so you're from London. There's like, you're straight, not geek. The fact that you even know that and can remember it means that you're actually not straight at all. If you were straight, you'd be lying passed out in the gutter in a pool of your own vomit with a bag of cocaine hanging out your bum.
There's time.
There's time for that.